Town Senator Mark Kelly visited Rincon High School to serve lunch to students as well as speak on cuts to programs like SNAP and Medicaid. KGAN 9's Jacqueline Aguilar spoke with the senators on several issues and brings us more.
I asked Senator Mark Kelly about how possible cuts to SNAP benefits could impact families here in Tucson. We also talked about the U.S. response to Iran, immigration, and what cuts or funding changes are coming. Here's what the senator had to say. Senator Mark Kelly raised concerns about how a new bill could cut funding for free meals in schools. The House Agriculture Committee recently approved $300 billion in cuts to SNAP over the next 10 years.
These kids here that are at summer school, but also kids during the year, are going to go hungry. We have 60% of the schools here in Pima County, according to the assistant superintendent, where the kids, all of them, get reduced or free lunch.
I asked Senator Kelly what he's doing to protect Arizona from losing essential federal funding.
We're talking to folks on the other side of the aisle to make sure that they understand what they're about to do. It's not just SNAP, it's Medicaid. The foundation of our healthcare system here in the state of Arizona is Medicaid.
Heightened immigration enforcement in Tucson has some community members concerned. I also asked Senator Kelly about how that could affect families.
Border security is important, have a strong border. That's important. We do not want to be tearing communities apart with mass deportations and taking moms away from their children or children away from their moms.
Some are worried about the future of Sabino Canyon because of a Senate reconciliation bill that proposes the sale of millions of acres in public lands for housing. Senator Kelly says he opposes the bill.
You can't get this public land back. I mean, the decisions we make today is affecting generations of Americans for perhaps hundreds of years.
He also weighed in on the possibility of President Donald Trump taking action in Iran.
I do not want to see us in another conflict in the Middle East. We've got 40,000 troops there right now that would be at risk if we got involved today. And by the way, there doesn't seem to be a plan as to what would the goal be.
Senator Kelly adding that he is against Iran having a nuclear weapon. Reporting in Midtown off 5th and Arcadia, Jacqueline Aguilar, KGAN 9.